Hey guys, I just finished a sketchbook and I thought it might be fun if I flipped through it with you. I absolutely love watching sketchbook tours here on YouTube and I thought I'd share my sketchbook too. This is Arteza watercolor sketchbook. It has 68 cold process pages, which are not the same on both sides. One is textured and one is more smooth. It is kind of weird, but I got used to it quite quickly. This was my first squared sketchbook and I have to say it is probably my favorite sizing at this moment. Now, before I open the sketchbook, I want to say this is not a pretty sketchbook. You know, like one of those perfect stylized ones people show online. I don't know how they do that. My sketchbook is messy and all over the place. And it is like the time capsule of my art. Both good and bad and ugly and everything. So let's take a closer look. This took me more than a year to fill up. It's quite typical for me because I have many sketchbooks going on simultaneously and I also work outside my sketchbooks, so it takes a long time to use them up. The first page I actually finished last. I love using those date stamps. I was talking about this in my latest video. I just got scared of drawing on the first page, so that's why I filled it only now with feet drawings. Why? Because my first drawings in here were feet too. It was actually one of my first videos here on YouTube. And I wanted to kind of compare then and now. It is 15 months difference between those two pages and I feel like my art got a bit more loose. And I absolutely love this educational or anatomical diagram, so I just had to do one. Also, this is not a good color for a feet. Well, maybe zombie feet. These are Schminke Hradam aquarelle swatches and they look so washed out. I remember I loved this one and I spent so much time on it. Some more buildings, I struggled so much here. And despite this sketchbook claiming to be good for watercolor, I quickly realized it was not that good. The color seeps into it way too quickly and everything looks so washed out. So there are only minimal watercolor paintings in here after this, not sure if any. This is the page where I just painted any acrylic gouache I had left on the palette. When it dries out, it's unusable and I didn't want to waste it. I plan to do some nice landscape illustration on top of this, but I never got around to it. Oh, this is when I started 100A challenge. I did it in June 2021, so exactly 1 year ago. I tried many media during this challenge and I didn't quite enjoy any of them, but there are a couple of eye drawings I really like. These are gouache on some spare craft paper I had lying around, and a few more. These are in watercolor and I think I might have used some pencils on top. More watercolor, but this time with markers, and I was clearly fed up with color, so I just did some quick pen studies. And these are alcohol markers, and I did this on alcohol marker paper, so that's why it's just sticked in here. And these are the last two of the challenge. This is some planning for my July bullet journal and some cat doodles. This is a prototype of sacrifice page, or I should say couple of pages. My first drawings in session are really stiff and terrible, so I usually just choose a random page to get my wrist warmed up. And I do warm-ups for many sketchbook sessions on this one page, so it's just like a page of really bad drawings, but when they are all together, it is not as bad. And I don't feel as much pressure to start with nice sketches. This is already August 2021. I believe these are all references by Graphite Studio. I have few of the reference packs and I love using them, so there will be a link in the description if you want to check them out. I like these shapes here. This is study of one of mermaid pieces by Loish. It is done in regular gouache. I had those cheap student grade gouache tubes and I think I threw them out right after this piece. They were old anyway. I was struggling here so much. But now I think it might be also because of this sketchbook paper. Some more figure drawings. I really like this one. Planning for my October bullet journal. And there are also first sketches. So another bunch of bed drawings, chilling out all together. Ghosties. Oh, I completely forgot about this. I plan to do some stickers for my October bullet journal, but I never got around to that. At least I did some doodles. And I think I uploaded few of them on my Redbubble. They are just so cute. Sacrifice page again. I need to think about a better title for these pages. This is painted in acrylic gouache. It works better in this sketchbook than watercolor, but it is still a weird process. I really like the details on lily pads and in the water. I was watching Sanditon, I think, so I did some sketches. And here I wanted to draw, but I had no idea what to draw, so this mess just happened. Here I was watching a friend on Twitch, so I tried to draw what she was drawing. And again, this is a mess with some cat doodles sprinkled in. I am sure I added those cats here much later. This is planning for a couple of gouache pieces. I tried to figure out what colors to use and the composition. This one I have on my channel, and I was not sure about this one, so no video, but this is how it turned out. It's just a simple piece, but I really like the colors. This is also planning and doodling for another piece. Yes, it was planning for this. This is again acrylic gouache, and it was so much fun, but I added way too much of yellow color on top in the end, so it looks kind of washed out now. Here I was trying to draw bunnies in different styles, and this is in acrylic gouache. And I did some mice in this session too, and some rats. This is also acrylic gouache, pencil, and this is watercolor. And I printed some stickers out of them. They are way too dark, but I like them. This is planning for the cute storefronts I was drawing in alcohol markers. And I guess a castle. These are some very bad studies of mermaids, and this is surely referenced from Greg Lasky's Mermaid. And look at this little face. This is supposed to be a cat. I know. Study of Autumn by Alphonse Mucha in acrylic gouache, and I still really like this piece. The full process is here on YouTube too, and I will link it here somewhere. Back to some figure drawings. Planning for a mermaid piece I did recently. I really like this pose. I very rarely draw from this angle. I like this page. This is my take on 90 minutes live drawing class by Bobby Chu, and I kept doing these studies 2 times. The first one is my take on it, and the second one was study of Maseseki's or Bobby Chu's drawing. So I could analyze how they draw this, how they see the shapes. This is cute. So this is the last one from the art class, and these are cuts from my friends. She is so cute. And here I just watched the Heartstopper. It was made from webtoon by Alice Osman, and I just really loved it. So I did some sketches from the webtoon here, and I just couldn't get his face right. Here are some more studies from the webtoon, and these are sketches of the actors in a Netflix series. I still can't draw him properly. There is a clear pocket, and I just stuck some stickers here. And that's it. This was my, I guess, 6th sketchbook, and I hope I will use up many more in the future. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Bye.